Hello, my name is Akshay Vitla, and in this video I will guide you through my mobile applications code, the personal expense tracker. This application helps user easily track their income and expenses, classify transactions, and view useful summaries and statistics to effectively manage finances. So let's start with the project. So this is a project structure. Inside the Java folder, I have structured the code into major packages like data, module, and UI. The data package handles database access, data sources, and repositories. The model package contains data classes like expense, strategy, and user. The UI package includes all the activities fragments and adapters used for the interface. So here are all the Android Studio File Explorers that I have used to construct this app. And here is the activity bottom navigation XML. So let's go with the login. The user starts in the login activity. It's checks data against a login view model, which reviews from the state and makes the login request to the login repository. Login information is authenticated with SQLite through the login data source. Login success brings us to the bottom navigation activity, which is a home collector for the entire app. In the bottom navigation activity, we are using a bottom navigation view to switch between the main screens like home, statistics, and segment settings. Fragments are dynamically loaded using fragment transitions, and the toolbar title updates based on the active format. So here is the navigation bar working in the miniature. And now we are in the home fragment. The screen shows the list of transitions. The list uses a recycle view with a custom adapter and expense list adapter. Each row shows the title value and type and date, all held together in a view holder. The data are fetched from the expense report, which fetches records from the SQLite database with the assistance from expense data source. In which we can add the subcategory name. In order to add an expense or income, the user taps on the plus button. This shows add expenses or income dialog fragment. This conversation takes place in inputs such as an amount, category, subcategory, and date, and it sends to the repository to store the database. I have utilized data picker dialog and drop down menus for the categories. So in setting screens, the user can control the categories and subcategory. These are managed using category dialog fragment and subcategory dialog fragment, and save it to the local database to the category respiratory. And in the home, I have added the expense of income dialog fragment. So let's head over to the statistic fragment. This fragment queries all transaction filters them by date, category, and then displays total spending and income. Though have used simple text views here, this could be upgraded with the bar or pie charts in future versions. The core of the app's logics happens in the data layer. I use expense database helper to build and manage the SQLite schema. There are user category expense and subcategory tables. The current operations example, add a new transition or getting records are done in expense data source. So here we can add housing or any others. Then we can select how much amount we are going to put. Then this app uses the repository pattern. Each primary futures login expensive categories has its own respiratory classes. The UI layer never talks to the database, only through the view models and repositories. This clean separation improves stability, testability, and scalability. So here we can add invest stocks in the amount. So for expenses, I use the expense list adapter, which populates the recycle view with rows using 3-line view holder. This maintains presentation uniformly for every item. So from the login state is managed by utilizing session manager and shared by preference of the what is the IDs we are going to shared or save in the shared preferences, so the stay logged in the next time when we're going to open the app. So here you can see that when we log out also, it shows. And the UI features and navigations between the fragments is handled cleanly using the bottom navigation view. All fragments use proper lifecycle methods like on view creator to initialize a data and set up listeners. So here is the overview of what I have added to the basic input validation, like preventing empty fields and to avoid crashes errors during the database operations are logged out. Are going to this app was built using SQLite and XML MMV architecture preference for the session. And I have tried to keep the structure clean and model followed by the best practices to make the app like more suitable, like maintainable. And thanks for watching.